I am Jagdish, lecturer, Srimati Elvi Government Polytechnic, Asan. Taken SQC, Statistical Quality Control, Unit 5, Specification and Tolerance, topic name, and subject code is 15MI 52T. 15MI 52T, the Unit 5. Specification and tolerance. In that, first topic is a purpose of specification, means what is meant by specification and what is their use and what is the main purpose of the for specification. The specification serves an agreement between manufacturer and a consumer on the nature of characteristics of the product. Means the specifications is between the agreement between the manufacturer and a consumer, or in a producer and a consumer. That is the main concept of this purpose of a specification, deals with the agreement. Second is it defines in advance what the manufacturer expect to make. Means what is the in advance manufacturer expect to what type of product can be manufactured is the main. Next one is it defines what the consumer can expect to get. It is helpful to recognize the distinction between a design specification and an inspection specification. Mainly, fundamentally, there are two types of specifications. Design engineer have some specifications to design the product, and an inspection inspector is there, or an quality control inspector is there to inspect the inspections at various stages, at various levels. That is the main specification plays an important role in SQC. The design specification deals with what is desired in manufactured article. The design specification deals with what is desired in a manufactured article, that is it deals with the specification function. Next is the inspection specification deals with means judging whether what is desired is actually attained or not actually attained. Means inspection specification deals with the means of judging whether what is desired. It deals with the specification function, quality of a conformance. That is about the purpose of specifications. Next is specifying tolerance. Tolerance between the word indicates between the difference between the high and the low limit is called tolerance. Tolerance is between a unilateral tolerance or a bilateral tolerance. Unilateral tolerance varies in only one direction, and bilateral tolerance varies in both directions. In that, how it is specifying the tolerance, it plays a main important role in specifications. Specifying a tolerance is the main important one. It is practically impossible to manufacture one article. Means one article, it is not exactly like another one, because like another means variability is one of the fundamental concepts of a modern quality control. Some variations is also there in the quality control. That's why variability is one of the fundamental concepts of a modern quality control. The limit and there are two types of limits, high limit and low limit. The limit of size for a dimension or a part or two, extremely permissible size for that dimension. Fundamentally, there are two types of limits, high limit and low limit. This is also considered in specifying a tolerance. Another word is in the difference between the high limit and the low limit, which is the margin allowed for variation in workmanship. It is called a tolerance. Tolerance, the difference between the two variations, is called to be a tolerance. It may be once again it is a unilateral tolerance or a bilateral tolerance. That is about the specifying how you specify the tolerance. Next is contains the specifying a tolerance. Tolerance are set to not only on dimensions but also on other quality characteristics as well, as such as means not only dimensions in some areas is also considered as temperature, pressure and volume. In some areas is also important factors. Temperature variations is there depending upon the material contact between these contractions and expansions. Some pressure is applied on some various stages, and area that is means volume is also considered for that specifying tolerance. Next topic is next in that the selection of a tolerance is very important. A common complaint among a production personnel is the design to not understand production problems. The selection of a tolerance means the selection of product is very important to manufacture the component at various stages and at various levels. It mainly comes under this an inspection personnel or an inspectors or a design engineer or a foreman. These are all one and together with the following to specify the tolerance at various stages, at various levels. Is an inspection person, is an inspector or a design engineer or a foreman. These are all incorporated to specifying a tolerance in various stages at various levels. So to specify the correct what exactly tolerance can be achieved. Next is the tendency. Tendency means what design engineer. Every industry has an engineer is there. Is a main engineer is mainly concept is to design the product, how much needed, what type of component to be manufactured, what size of specifications are necessary, what type of material to be manufactured, how do it to be manufactured, how process it required, what time it takes place. This all comes under the design engineers, and have a tendency to specify tight tolerance. Means tight tolerance at various stages, tight tolerance to achieve the quality at various levels, especially in statistical quality controls. To specify a tolerance is very much important to tendency to a design engineer. Design engineer have a tendency to set tolerance at various stages. First one in that lack of time means first considers the lack of time means lack means various belongings is lagging is called to be lack of time at various stages. Lack of time is considered the main flow study is a time factor. What type of manufactured, how it manufactured, what way it is manufactured is considered. First we plan that timing planning is very much necessary and essential in this for a design engineer. The second concern is a factor of safety. Factor of safety is also placed is a standard device is a factor of safety. Designers have been thought allow for the unexpected on the usual overloading of the machines. Designers may assume a factor of safety to anticipate the failure of the product. This is a lack of first one is a lack of time, and the second one is a concept of a factor of safety. Another factor is a tendency to have a design is setting the tolerances, assuming ideal conditions. Means ideal conditions is also there at various stages and in various machines. To avoid that, setting of a tolerance is very much plays a role of a design engineer. Means design engineer seems to specify tolerances with respect to some what ideal conditions, assuming good mechanical well tripped operations. It means in sequence operations this setting tolerances plays an important role to that. Another next one is in a skilled supervision and good working conditions is also very much essential in that areas. And in actual practice, nearly ideal conditions may be obtained during some part of the process. That is about the setting tolerances assuming during ideal conditions. Next one is in a lack of knowledge of the production process. Means without knowledge we can't do the product exactly what type of components to be manufactured. Lack means is a lagging in various synergies. That is, a sufficient knowledge is very much essential to often a production process. Production means any raw material to be converted into some use for product in a production process. That is, the very much knowledge is needed in the production areas. That is, lack of knowledge also have a tendency to specify the designers to say the tolerances. Designers may sufficient knowledge about the production process. Means sufficient knowledge, otherwise it is impossible to produce the component at a sufficient time or at a planned time or in a well manner. Therefore, they may design the product with little considerations of the various production problems. That is about the lack of knowledge of the production process. Next point is a lack of information about the process capability. Process capability is also placed there. It means is a 6 sigma is also plays an important role. Lack of information about the process capability. Without knowing the process capability, we can't reach that level. In some cases, the designers do not have information recording the production facility available at a plant. Plant means is an industry or a firm or a company. In some areas, cases or in some areas or in cases, designers do not have information recording the production facility. These conditions, their conditions and process capability. Next one is a lack of awareness of the quantitative effect is also plays quantitative in a quantitative manner. It is without knowing there is a lack of awareness of how much it can be quantitative to be achieved. Designers should know about the factor of economy of a material. Means it mainly much related to the quantity, how much to be produced, what type of to be produced, how it to be produced. That is about the awareness of the quantitative effect. Next is a tendency of a sharp person to lose up the tolerances. Next up is a tendency of a sharp person, means main production person plays an important role to produce the components at various stages at various levels. That is, the designers may be conscious of the differences between the blueprint tolerances and those which are actually enforces them. That is about the tendency of a sharp personnel to lose up the tolerances, and that is about the statistical quality control interactions. Means statistical means at various stages at various levels. That is in a purpose of specifications or specifying in tolerances or in a how it can be, what are the designers have a tendency to specify the tolerance at various stages and various levels. That is about the frustrations of an purpose of a specifications in the tolerancing. That is the comes under unit 5. Is the purpose of specification or specific tolerance or design engineers have a tendency to specify tolerances at various stages at various levels to reach the components according to the standard specifications. Questions are like that in the topic. What do you mean by perfection? Write a note on a purpose of a specification, or how you specifying in a tolerances. Second question is how you specifying in tolerances. And next question is what are the tendency have a design engineers to specify a tight tolerances, or consider some 5-6 points about that. What are the what is the tendency of design engineers have tendency to specify a tight tolerance. These are the 3 types of common questions found on a specifying on a tolerancing. Tolerance is in nearly 8, 6, 10 marks are in theory part about the tolerancing.